There's a joke that goes among salespeople where two salespeople are coming out of a heavy work day, and both of them, so salesperson B asks salesperson A, well, how did your day go? And salesperson A says, well, I had a very good day. Actually, I had lots of conversations, and some people really got a lot of information from me. They asked for further follow up, and everybody really liked me, and I'm feeling very, very good that I'm providing all of this service. And then salesperson A says to salesperson B, well, how did your day go? And salesperson B says, well, I didn't sell anything either. Okay. And that absolutely underlines the biggest problem why you probably can't close leads and you probably can't get deals. So if you're in this position, let's get started. My name is Dr. Rajat Sinha, medical doctor turned sales strategist. And coming from middle class background, educated background, especially a background of medical science where a doctor just literally has to sit at one place and the whole country who is absolutely suffering from a lot of diseases will line up to meet with him. Going into sales was a big culture shock for me, and it took many many years for me to become successful, but I'm very proud of myself that I kept in the game, I stayed in the game, and I made it happen over a period of time. Now, the number one reason why you cannot make a sale, I'll be going through 10 tactical reasons later, but the number one reason I just want to talk to you about upfront and center is that you're trying to get people to like you. You have that muscle inside of you which says, I don't want to get rejected, and so maybe people will not like me if I present them with a product or something like that, so maybe I'll get them to like me. And you do things subconsciously to get people to like you, which absolutely doesn't make the sale. People are not going to buy in a comfortable environment. People buy in an uncomfortable environment when their pains are held in front of their face and when they're held accountable for the choices that they have made and the decisions that they need to take. Okay. And in that environment, sales get made. And a lot of people who come from a non-sales background or non-business background, they're not really trained to hold the prospect responsible, accountable, and take them all the way across the finish line. And halfway down the line, they just feel happy about getting liked and all of these things. Okay. So if you are in the business of getting liked and having nice conversations and doing follow-ups, you are not a salesperson and you are not going to be rich. So if you want to be rich, what are the 10 tactical things that you need to be aware of? And I want you to stay till the end, because right down at number 10 is the most important reason why, if you are already getting online leads, if you're already doing any online lead generation or Facebook ads or something, and you still are not getting sales and you're still blaming the leads for it, I'm going to talk to number 10 reason, which is the most important that you need to hear. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen over here. Reason number one of why you cannot close is that you do not attempt the close. Very, very simple. You should know, as per the Mad Money script, where the closing actually starts. The closing starts at the 6 o'clock mark, which means if you have a 30-minute sales call, by 31st minute, you should be already closing. If you do not attempt the close and wait till the very end for the prospect to initiate the sale, then obviously you're not a closer. I'm really sorry to say that. Okay. And the reason I'm taking a little hard stance or stern stance in this particular video is because I want this for the professionals, especially the ones that are in the field, investing their time and probably a lot of effort in the field, whether it's online, offline, whatever it is. I want you to really, really start taking responsibility for this. Okay. So for the number one reason why you don't get the close is because you don't attempt the close. You're expecting the prospect to lead the sale. Very, very bad. Number two is not applying pressure. Not applying pressure. Pressure creates diamonds, my friend. No pressure creates nothing. It creates coal. What is pressure? You're going to hold the prospect accountable for the choices they have made and for the desires that they have. It basically means what? When prospects come to you, they come in response to either an ad or in response to a trigger reference or somebody referred them, and they need something. So what is it that brought you here, Mr. Prospect, Mr. Prospect? Oh, well, I wanted to make money. I wanted to get health. I wanted to better family relations, whatever it is. Okay, now they have expressed a desire to you. Now it is your job to hold them accountable every step of the way. And when they start backing out and when they start chickening out, which most prospects will, because these are difficult journeys. The journey of getting rich is a difficult journey. The journey of accounting of providing for your kids is a difficult journey. The journey of accounting for your calories and becoming healthy is a difficult journey of changing as a person and becoming more lovable is a difficult journey. So they're going to start chickening out half the way in the sales call or in the sales meeting, because they know that there is sacrifices to be made. At that point, you're going to apply pressure and remind them of their goals and hold them accountable. Pressure is not a negative thing if it is done with the right intention and the right format. Okay. pressure wrong. What is bad pressure that salespeople are known badly for? They don't understand the prospect, they don't understand the product, they don't understand the market. That means they don't understand what are the four types of prospects that are coming, and they are failing to profile the prospect appropriately, and then they are banging the sale, especially a third party sale. If you're an insurance agent, network marketer, or something like that, banging a packaged product onto the face of the prospect with no understanding of what's happening in the life of the prospect. Now that is bad pressure. Good pressure is when you earn the trust of the prospect, prospects let you know what their life goals are, and towards the end, if you have to apply pressure to get the sale done, absolutely perfect pressure. That is the pressure that created me as a diamond, because my mentor forced me to do things and held me accountable for the things that I told them that I want in life. Okay, and that's what actually. And I'll tell you very honestly, I hated him during those moments where he was pushing me to do things I didn't want to do and pushing me out of my comfort zone. But that itself has made me a rich man today, my friend. Okay, and today I thank my mentor. Okay, so not applying pressure, big mistake, man. What's number 3? Unable to deal with emotions. Listen, man, there are going to be emotions before the sale, during the sale, and after the sale. Okay, after the sale, there's going to be a big problem with buyer's remorse. Buyers or people, when they buy something at the other end of that, on the next day they have remorse. They feel, oh, they made a bad decision. They're going to complain about the littlest thing, and they're going to say, well, you are the one who pushed them into it. Definitely that's an emotion. During the sale, if you're pushing them, getting the deed done, getting the sale done, they want to do it. That's why they're signing, that's why they're cutting the check. But sometimes people may blame you for actually pushing them into the sale. That's totally cool. And right during the sale, or before the deal has been cut, before the payment has been made, people are gonna complain about a lot of things. They're gonna want certain things in your product that you cannot provide. They're gonna be unreasonable. They're gonna price compare you. They're gonna compare it to your competition. Whatever it is, there's gonna be lots of emotions during this time. If you cannot stay stable, then you are adding to the problem. You're adding to the problem, my friend. Okay, just imagine your customer or your prospect is like a little child. If a child throws a tantrum and starts crying and creating a ruckus and throwing things around, should the parent also start creating a ruckus and start throwing things around? No. So you, in this particular position, have got to be stable, and that is the price you pay for being a salesperson and entrepreneur, and for getting madly rich through this profession. Okay, it is entirely your responsibility. So get comfortable dealing with people's emotions, and for keeping your own emotions stable. Okay, this was section number 1. This was all about emotions. This was all about your inner insecurities. Let's go to section number 2, point number 4. Okay, which is inner belief system. You have no belief in your product or service. That is why you don't push for the close. You do not believe in your product service. That's why you say, oh, certain prospects, you know what, my product is probably not fit for certain prospects. If they are at the negotiating table, it is fit for them. Very simple. You are nobody to take that decision. Hey, I didn't think that this prospect would be able to do it, so I didn't push for the close. No, you just don't believe in your own product and service. That's your problem. Belief system. Next, let's go to point number 5. Incorrect estimation of effort. Again, comes down to belief system. It takes a lot of hard work, probably 5 to 7x of your outermost estimation. Whatever you thought hard work you'll have to do in a particular deal or in your sales career in order to get to your financial goals, the actual effort is probably 5x, 7x of that. Okay, just remember that. Most people fail because they incorrectly estimate how much physical and emotional energy is going to go into making this career happen. Okay, and in fact, when it comes to a single particular deal that you're working on, prospect is going to make you really work very hard in order to get the money out of their pocket. And you got to do that without losing posture. So you got to work hard, but do that without losing posture. If you incorrectly estimate the effort, hey man, I already sat with the prospect 4 times, it's not happening, etc., then you don't know how to sell. Okay, every single meeting that you sit with the prospect, you're going to say, you're going to be cheerful, you're going to thank the good Lord and heavens that you're getting a chance to meet the prospect, and you're going to get the prospect to commit more and more during every meeting. Okay, at certain times prospect's commitment of a next meeting is good enough. At certain times prospect needs to pay a little deposit. At certain times prospect needs to make a down payment. At certain times prospect needs to go back on their demands and sign on the dotted sheet. Something the prospect is doing in every single meeting, and you're bringing them in closer and closer all the way to the final sale. Okay, incorrect estimation of effort, point number 5. Let's go to point number 6. Being reasonable. That again comes to you don't believe in your product or service, and you believe it's not good for certain people, and you probably lay down and roll over as soon as the prospect says, okay, I want this extra, I want that extra, and you become reasonable. You say, okay, it's discount season, probably I need to give them a little more than I usually give. Hey, it's year end, I badly need the sale, let me say yes to whatever pointless demands that they have and actually lose money on the sale. Okay, that is called being reasonable and saying yes to the prospects every demands. You don't need to do that. Get your belief system in place. Okay, point number 6, being reasonable. Let's go to point number 7. Very, very important. Very, 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 very important. If you're a salesperson who's not personally ambitious, you do not have a financial plan for your own retirement, you don't want to become a big person, rich person, or you don't have further plans to become a business owner, then you are in the wrong profession. Sales is a profession that is meant for extremely ambitious people. People who want to make lakhs and crores of rupees and actually want to retire early, or probably want to transition over into a business owner and really build something very, very valuable for their customer base. If you have none of those ambitions, I would recommend you get out of the sales profession. Very, very simple. Okay. You need to have a financial plan for your old self. You need to have a number that gets you retired at some point in life, and you need to be racing towards the number at double the speed. Okay, people who make people who make 90% of the effort, or even 100% of the effort, or even 110% of the effort, and then lie back and relax, are not meant for sales. You got to be ready to give it 300, 400, 500%, because the harder you work, the more money you're going to make. The more money goes back into your savings and your portfolio, and the faster you're able to retire. Or just like me, I was able to build a big nest egg, and I was able to push all of it into building my own brand. I loved it. Okay, so you need to have a financial plan for your own self. If you're not ambitious, you don't want to retire early, you don't want to become a business person, you don't want to create something useful for society, or you don't want your own brand name out there, or you don't want to get madly rich, then sales is not a profession for you. Point number 7, no financial plan for self. That is why you are lazy. Let's go to point number 8, answering every objection. Rookie salespeople, every little thing the prospect says, you go around answering that question. Not only does it make you a rookie, and prospect knows they're not dealing with a professional, in fact, prospects get irritated if for every little thing, every little complaint that they have, or if they're trying to pull your leg over something, you try to answer and defend, and you try to clarify and all of those things. Just pisses the prospects off, and it just takes away the fun of buying. Some people love buying from a professional. Okay, just watch another one of my videos down in my Facebook. It's performed very, very well. It's called on YouTube. Sorry, it's called How to Handle Questions and Objections. There are 3 different types of interactions the prospect has. One is called question, one is called objections, one is called complaints. Okay, complaints is something that doesn't need to be attended to at all. Questions are something that need to be packaged together all the way till the final close. And objections is something that needs to be built into the pre-close, so that you never ever actually get any objection. If the prospect is presenting you with questions or complaints or objections, you're answering every single one of them. That automatically means that you're not a good salesperson, you're a rookie salesperson, and you're taking away the delight of the sales process from the prospect. This is the service which we are doing wrong. When people say sales is service, I say sales is not service. But yeah, if you truly want to believe that sales is service, this is the service you can do to the prospect. Make their selling journey, make their selling environment, or that selling experience, just let them enjoy it, man. Okay, just hold your ground, stay emotionally stable, joke around with the prospect, hold them accountable, pull their leg a little bit, and just be a friend to them. It's totally okay, man. All right, let's go to the next one. Point number 8 was answering every objection. Very bad. Let's go to point number 9. Lack of closing techniques. I mean, literally, I see a lot of people in the commission selling business, network marketers, LIC, insurance guys, mutual fund guys, just don't have closing techniques. There are hundreds of closing techniques available. By the way, for this entire video, I'd just like to give credit to my mentor, Grant Cardone. I learned a lot of these sales belief systems and mindsets from him, and I was part of Cardone University. Earlier, I'm not yet anymore, but I've read through all of his books. I was part of the Cardone University for almost 2 years, and I can highly recommend, if you need fixing your attitude, just need to get into Cardone University. Anyway, lack of closing techniques. There are hundreds of closing techniques. Okay, Even the basic ones, 3 option close, rebound close. I mean, even the basic ones, salespeople do not know. So you need to really educate yourself and have closing techniques available, because prospects absolutely love it when you use some good techniques on them, especially the ones that give the prospect a lot of control but bring them deep into the sale. Okay. There's closing techniques where you give them lots and lots of options and make them choose so that they think that they're in control of the sale, and gives them a very good shopping experience. Okay, learn them, learn objection handling, learn holding the client, holding the prospect accountable. Okay, just go ahead. I already gave you the resource. You can just go ahead, check out Cardone University. I would highly recommend it. Okay, next you have not taking responsibility for the close. Very, very important for people who are getting digital leads. People are getting digital leads. People who are getting digital leads are floundering because the digital world has you thinking that leads are the answer to everything. No, leads is only the first step. If you don't have leads, by all means get hold of a freelancer, learn some Facebook ads or something, get hold of some digital leads, definitely. But now we are sitting in a market where everybody and their uncle has got Facebook leads and nobody is closing, and everybody is blaming the freelancer or Facebook saying, okay, leads are bad. No, leads are not bad. You are not taking responsibility for closing and for your own business. Even in my agency business, I get inquiries every single day from so-called solopreneurs, business leaders, even very high-ranked individuals in network marketing and insurance companies, and they come and they say, "Oh, how can you help me grow my business?" I cannot help you grow your business because you yourself are not responsible for the things that are happening in the business, and that is why you're suffering. Not taking responsibility for your client or for the close or for your overall business growth is going to hurt you. And today, when the tides are changing, true professionals are going to take over the field, and very soon you will lose ground and lose your entire business and your reputation, my friend. So let's get professional and let's start taking responsibility. Okay, I hope you liked this video. Hey, by the way, please write me a good comment on what else I can address for you in the videos. I know a couple of comments have come in asking for particular topics, and I haven't been able to cover that, but just give me 5 or 6 days. I'm going to make some solid videos on the topics that you've requested. Check out my book, Nil Negotiations, selling on Amazon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All right, see you. Bye-bye.